All right, we're just gonna jump into it. Stealth live stream right now. Very stealthy. Very stealthy. Remember, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Crypto will make you cry. Don't invest anything into this shit. What's up, world? What's up, YouTube? What's up, cyberspace? This your boy, Crypto Bruh, aka More World Peace the D. To talk about though, Zen is still doing the damn thing, and yeah, call me a Zen fanboy, I guess at this point. But I don't see any other crypto in the planet that's like Zen, so can't really change my perception on it at this point. We fucking locked in and loaded on this idea that it's gonna exist. So let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Let's jump right into it. I'm gonna drop this down here. Scoot. Yeah, what's up, y'all? What's up, Ryan? Good to see you, bro. I know you're coming all the way from Hawaii, so you said the good morning. It's a little bit of an afternoon for me, but thanks for being here. What up, Alkaline? What up, Mike? Mick Dingo? Some loyals right here. Throw them Zens up. Zensu is about to do a Twitter Spaces. Oh, for real? All right, maybe we'll tune in on that and listen in. I didn't know he was getting ready to do one. Let's look at it real fast. That's crazy. We'll listen in. But yeah, today is July 19th, Wednesday of the 2023, the 23rd month, the 23rd year in the newest millennium. What is this? Look at this guy. Come on, man. I want Zensu. Oh, Zensu's in the Spaces. Is the Spaces already started? Hostility Army of Zen. Okay, we're gonna listen in live on this real quick, and then maybe I'll talk in it or something. But yeah, we're gonna go into this. Damn, this is 49 minutes ago. Wait, what? He been in a space with 12 people for 49 minutes. This ain't real. For real? What the fuck? Hold up. I'm sorry, my mind is blown. There should be more people in these spaces, bro. This must have just started. But yo, what's up? Greetings from Poland. Oh man, shout outs to you. Kamel. Shout outs to Poland. Fucks with all my peeps in Poland. But yeah, real quick, looking at DXN. It's kind of entering into my LP range. I was just about to adjust it too. So kind of mysterious that it's on the downside like this. Oh wait, what is this? Isn't reflecting something. This must not be up to date. What is going on? This says 384, but this says, oh, okay, because a sell just happened. Wow, massive sell. People don't care out here. Let's talk about Zen. Wow. Well, what did this person do here? They bought at $4 on the 16th and then sold for $34. Or I mean, yeah, for $3.3. Let's just say $3. This is a weird trade. I don't really know. This is what I'm saying though. All these charts right now have manipulation. People are highly emotional right now. They're just doing things to do things. And this is why we set up an LP so that we could just catch both sides of the party. So looking at Zen had a great day yesterday. It soared, went up around 40%, got smacked down as we started to, go up. Right now, this is on the 1 minute. So I guess this is actually where we are today. But let's go to the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, what we'll see is that Zen actually came up to some resistance before it turned around. The real resistance here is at 1362. But for some reason, we didn't get there. So you'll see back here, we tested this area. So we broke below it. We caught up. We tested it again. We broke down. And then we had another breakout. Again, this was a range that had a lot of resistance. So knowing that there's a lot of resistance at 1362, we went almost there and then got stomped out. This is really good to see, because I was thinking it was going to burst. But since we did have a consolidation after this gain here of around 30%, this is good for price, because that means that we still are in a trading range. Now, I don't know where this new line is. Like, I don't have a line for the new wave, right? That's what would happen now. You'd want to draw a new line from the tops, try to see the resistance. But realistically, I think you can just look at price. All right. If you see it above 1362, 5 zeros, and it says 1362, you know that it's game time. So as long as we're below that, it's good for anybody in the liquidity pool. Let's look at the liquidity pool. I'm still in my LP, rocking it, loving it. Oh, I got to switch over to Ethereum. P.o.P is making some massive moves too. Yeah, man, P.o.P, you know what's crazy about P.o.P is that I am emotional, and I'm starting to see this more and more and more and more in my crypto universe. And P.o.P is like an emotional coin for me, where it's like I did the whole hex thing 2019, did it all, got staked, still staked up, and then pulsechain sacked for wait 2 years. Got a little salty over the 2 years. Really emotional. But the more and more I think about it, the more it comes to me that some people do not have the emotion I have, which means they're more likely to do the opposite of how I feel. So I might be feeling like, I mean, these are legit facts. It's like there's only so many ramps to pulsechain, and no one's building trustless ramps. So that's not the move over there. It's not about being 100% trustless. It's just about getting a chain out. That's the facts. The chain is just a chain. So once you get away from that emotion, though, there are ways to get to pulsechain, which does make it really bullish for Zen and people that are Zenians over there, because that's going to create value for pulsechain. Zen is going to create value for pulsechain, and that's the only reason pulsechain will be popping. It will be because of Zen. Right? And that's, I mean, I'm proud to be a Zenian. That's how you should be feeling on fucking pulsechain. Because Zen will bring users to pulsechain, will bring liquidity to pulsechain, right? Like if I want to participate in this, because y'all telling me, hey man, Pulse is real. So if you come over here, our 7,200, worth of liquidity is real money. You can go in and out. You know what I'm saying? You can go and buy a cheeseburger after you get some P.o.P, right? Because that's why I don't do any of this other stuff down here. I don't do OKX. I don't do ETH-MOS. I do not do Ethereum PAL, because ETH PAL broke itself. I didn't even try to do anything. I just accidentally didn't do enough gas, and then now I can't get the transactions unstuck because they don't have a real explorer. So yeah, that's a lost cause. I'm not on Phantom because I just wasn't versed over there. I have a lot of Moonbeam, unless that chain has a real narrative, like a Binance, like an Avalanche, right? Like a Matic. Those have narratives that have nothing to do with Zen. So Zen being there is just a bonus. But pulsechain Zen, that's where a lot of Zenians live. They live over there. So yeah, man, I can see pulsechain Zen being very successful in helping lower the barrier of emotion on how people feel about pulsechain, because they're gonna come through to get some real estate for the Zen on all networks. I'm still over here on Avalanche though, but yeah, I could see that happening. Zensu just started. Oh, for sure. What's up, Shizzy DeFi? Here, let's listen in on what he's saying, but we're gonna do that. But this is what I'm trying to get at. If you got your favorite, right? You got your favorite Zen, might be time to start using some of your supply, as LP providing. Because what I've realized is I've had my LP now set up for almost a week. 2 days away, it'll be a week because I did it last Friday, so it's Wednesday today. So last Friday, and with I started with 1,900,000,000 Zen. 1,900,000,000 Zen. 90 million Zen, excuse me. And then 0.1 ETH. So I just threw them in the pool because I had so much extra Zen that I don't want to stake, because the staking fees on Ethereum they're just not to my liking right now. And I think Zen on ETH is for buying more than it is for mining. If you have the capital to mine, please mine it. But I can't see price appreciating just simply based on the fact that people aren't mining it because it's expensive to mine. But it has that value, right? It still has the liquidity, still has ETH in the pool, so it's still valuable. Now you can see here, we're making about, if we've been in this LP since Friday, 7 days. So yeah, we're right around like $5 a day here in this, just kicking it, and that's cool because again, this is liquid. I'll be able to claim the fees right now if I wanted to. And how I feel here, I have less Zen and more ETH now because I built my LP position at the bottom, right? I built it down here before this takeoff. So I am bullish on Zen when it comes to liquidity providing. And I think not enough people are doing it and not enough people talk about it, right? A lot of people just mint and sell. It's like, why would you mint and sell? Or why would you even mint and burn when you could just become a liquidity provider and, do one-sided Zen liquidity and find yourself making fees and getting more Ethereum if you want that, right? Like, I actually don't mind getting more ETH. Like, I'll sit in this pool for 30 days if it's going to be sideways action like this, right? Especially if it takes off. Like, if it takes off and it decides to go up to 1362, right? 5 zeros and 1362. I expect there to be a rejection up there somewhere. If not, if it bursts through that, the next level of resistance would be 1758, right? And maybe all of my LP is gone by the time we're up here. But this is what's cool about being in the liquidity pool right now. It kind of takes ownership back to the user. Because unless Zen rips, you're not going to find yourself at an impermanent loss. And even then, though, you'll be, since you're one-sided, you'll be having more Ethereum. And it's like, damn, right? Like, oh my God, I care more about the Zen than the ETH. Maybe you need that wake-up call. Some people, they don't care about the Zen. They just want the ETH, and that's how they do it. Like, let's look at the liquidity pool here. Is there any ads? Let's see. Adds and removes. Damn, there hasn't been anybody adding or removing anything since 6 a.m. this morning. That's pretty crazy. So this is good. That means a lot. Again, a lot of people are just cooking. You'll see here. I see this address a lot. They do this all the time. They throw in 10, and then they take it out. I don't really know what they're doing. I have no clue. I wish I could understand this wallet, but you see this activity. It's just very weird. They do have moments though where they're real people, I guess you can say, and they're doing it right. But they jump in, they jump out. So I don't really know what's going on there with that add and remove wallet. But you see a lot of people are adding liquidity. So there's a lot of ads going in. The removes is usually Zen. right? I don't know how this started. Here, let's see if we can see the start of this. So add. Oh, they re-added. They probably sold. Yeah, they probably sold some for the ETH to re-add it. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Wait, so which way are they doing it here? They have 6 on one side, 9 on the other, and then they pull out more. So, okay, so they're building positions where they get more Zen, and the ETH is buying more Zen, 10 billion more Zen. Then they split it up and do it again. So I don't know how much they're making off of fees, but they could be racking fees, and that's why every single day, you see, every day they have to adjust their pool. And this is why I'm hyped about XEN, y'all. XEN is now on Uniswap, so the one-sided LP concept is being born over there, and I don't think a lot of people have started to realize this. I'm starting to feel the bull vibes. I'm starting to feel bull vibes too, yo. I think we're almost out the shits, but there is this, cloud in the room. I said it today on my Twitter. There's a Zen cloud where there's a lot of doubters. They don't think Zen is going to be anything. So this pump that's coming right now is going to be fabricated. Just get that off the rip. There's no reason for Zen to go up. 333 auction is the real catalyst event, in my opinion. Once we get some information about the start date to that, I do think Zen will have a ton of interest. Again, it's gonna blow the fuck up with the X1 chain. Fight me if you don't believe that. But again, people will, once X1 chain comes out, it won't be like a pulse chain where people are skeptical on whether or not it's a real thing. It's just gonna be real. You feel me? It's gonna be a great feeling. Like, damn, this is just a real blockchain. Like, you could go to fucking XYZ and get the coins whenever you want. Damn, you can even get the coins on Bitcoin. Like, it's gonna be really dope, yo. Yeah, Zen found the floor. Zen is the truth. Zen is the truth crypto. It's the truth, bro. You want some fucking truth serum? Go get into Zen. Because every time it goes down 99%, you're going to learn a lot about yourself. I got to laugh at that one. Yeah, every time Zen goes 99%, I bet every Zenian's like, damn, who the fuck am I? Where am I? How am I here today? Oh, it pumped. Okay, cool. Thank God. Any thoughts on Zenify? Oh, I'm hyped for Zenify. I think Zenify would be really cool. They have a Spaces. Did this end already? Oh, he's listening. Oh, okay. I think Zenify is going to be great. It's going to be good for all, not for some. Oh.
Libra chain, for example.
Let's listen
the
in.
Token, their wallets, their dexes. It's also representing first principles. To 100%, Libra is Zen. It's Zen as fuck.
It's Zen as fuck.
Go to their site and look at the principles it's based on, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, let me turn them up a little bit.
And there are a bunch of other things too representing these principles. Everything else and everyone else is not completely corrupt and bad. We need to be able to work with other teams in other communities. The more energies that align with these principles, the better, and many already do. And the reason why I fucking love Bitcoiners is because they get these principles right away. They get Zen right away. But you just have to take it to them in a human way.
I'm gonna get some commentary over this.
The shit out of them, you know.
All right, real quick. Zensu is angry. He said 3 cuss words in the matter of a couple minutes or seconds. There, my bad. This man is mad. Let's listen in.
And in the same sentence, you bash a Bitcoiner who came to Zen. You know,
Bitcoin bashing.
They're already here. They're already here in our community. Zen is not a tool, first and foremost, for you to make short-term gains.
Hell no, it's not, man. It's the truth. You're right, Zensu.
I'm sorry I have to break it to you, but I couldn't give
bro.
a flying fuck about short-term gains.
Oh,
I never have.
Damn, he mad.
And I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings and it upsets your emotional state. I really am. But we have never focused on short-term gains.
It was never.
We never will.
It was never on the whiteboard.
And maybe, just maybe, that's the reason why we have grown so quickly. Just because we didn't focus on the short-term gains. We never made the trade-offs to satisfy you in the short term. Delayed gratification in products and in the way we build, always. You know, adoption, adoption, adoption. It's our mantra.
Hey, make sure you hit that like button.
You can say it 50 times every time you wake up. It's all that matters. If we succeed.
Hey, nah, that's some voodoo shit, Zensu. We cannot get up in the morning, look into the mirror, and say Zen is gonna be successful a bunch of times, bro. That's not reality. I gotta stop you right there.
You can't even see first principles if it's in front of your eyes. You think you're a senior because you minted some xeNFTs. Is that it?
Hell yeah, bro.
Senior is hospitable. It's in the name. You have to prove yourself every day to be worthy of the title of being a senior. I don't care how much you think you've given to this community. The moment you start showing disrespect, you're back to square one. I told you what we need in education, hit number 2, in the very beginning. It's a.
Hey Zensu, are you older than me, bro? I just wonder. Are you in your 30s?
That's the only way we win. Otherwise, we will all lose. We have the potential to be huge in this.
Huge.
We don't have the space to fuck up on simple things, guys. You want the chart to go to green? You have to be a little humble for the task we have in front of us and stop acting like assholes.
This is the guy talking right now.
It's so easy to be an asshole. You have zero responsibilities. You can come and go as you want. You can shit on everything in your way. But you know what's really hard? It's to not be an asshole. And do you know how I know that? Because for a year now, I have on a daily basis taking shit left and right every single day. Zenzu, you're a scammer. You suck. Zen is failed. You're a shitcoiner. You're a meme lord. You're a front runner.
And you're a party boy.
Accusation every day. Not once have I lost my cool. Not once. You think there's times when I don't want to respond to the bullshit? Trust me, several times I feel the urge to deliver some huge KOs back to the bullshit I hear. If you don't think I'm capable of it, I'm fucking capable. I can go on, full on, if you want to, but I don't, okay?
Huge KOs.
I keep my head down and I focus on building and creating new networks. It's the only thing that's gonna make us win.
I gotta hit him with 100 on that one.
My building time is precious. It's the most important thing of all. I disregard all the bullshit and don't let it distract me for 1 second. Not because I want to, but because it's necessary, okay?
Hey, it's like he's a rapper right now, and he's like he's delivering poetry, but just no beat, just straight cipher.
We are releasing immutable code, trustless system, open source tech, you know? It's funny how accurate the price-emotion correlation really is.
Ooh, let's
2
talk
months
about
ago,
emotion.
all was glory and blue skies. People going to buy Lambo Ferraris. 2 months later, totally despair. Bullshit, shit talks, accusation, backstabbing.
I'm still here, though.
What's changed, really? It's the same code. Builders are building. We're building every day, 7 days a week. New projects are coming out left and right.
Zenify.
There's 7 new projects on the table. The supply estimate is down 200 trillion. 200 trillion, guys. X1 is coming soon. It will burn huge amounts of Zen.
So much Zen's gonna be burned. I feel you on that.
And someone says it feels like Zen is dead. What are you talking about? There's so much going on. It's crazy. This is a permissionless anarchistic democracy. If something is broken, well then fix it. Fix it with systems, not your emotions. Nobody gives a shit about your emotions, okay? Stop complaining like a little bitch. Nobody wants to hear a little bitch. It's not gonna make us work 8 days a week, okay? Opposite, it steals focus and we're down to 6. This is not hex, okay? This is Zen.
Ooh, shots fired. This is not Hex.
Famous for being toxic, maximalist, wannabe alpha dudes. And I don't mean any disrespect for any Hexicans by saying this. I really
Nah, you mean disrespect, bro. Just keep it real.
have good people there who I really respect. Even Richard Hart, believe it or not, for many reasons, more than one thing. But I'm just saying, this is how many perceive the Hexican community. You all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we're gonna hit a laugh
The
button
thing
on
is,
that one.
it can work for them because they're all about concentrated liquidity, you know, pump the token. We are not. We're about adoption. We try to solve different things, different problems. So we have to be different. We have to be better. Zen is designed to get people in. It's in the mint formula.
It is an event formula, bro. That's everybody forget about that.
Who are you to put a stop to that? You know, if you think you're some kind of first principles Power Ranger that's gonna stop Zen from being corrupted, the code is immutable. Okay, it's done. Do you get it? But Zen needs to be everywhere with everyone. And for that to happen, we at the very minimum need to be able to have a civilized discussion.
Somebody got Zensu mad. He mad right now. How to open up the spaces.
You do not have a mandate to say who should interact with Zen and who shouldn't. You do not have a mandate to tell us who we should talk to and who we shouldn't. I will talk about every.
Hey, yo, Zensu, you should open up the floor right now so every Zen unit can come up on stage and be like, yeah, fuck what everyone thinks. Oh, man. We're getting there, right? Isn't this crazy? This is the part of the experiment when you're looking at the beaker and you just dropped in just a little bit of thing. I guess we'll call this potion emotion. Yeah, we dropped a little bit of emotion into the Zen formula back in March when we saw DBZen rage. When DBZen raged, it really showed the power of what Zen can potentially become if we had a ton of these burners, right? And that's why it's kind of funny. It's like, where did burning really come from? Because at first, it was something people didn't even understand. Like, I got into Zen because I saw the burn. And I will never forget going into the Telegram and being like, yo, motherfuckers, this shit got a burn inside of the actual contract. Like, the coins are going to disappear. Like, this is smart. This is smart tokenomics. And everybody said, nothing is burning until it burns. And I was like, y'all motherfuckers are dumb. Fast forward March 3rd or March 22nd, 2023, everybody rooting for the burner. So, yeah, you add that little dose of emotion, things get a little out of hand. And I think we're in a better place now. But let's continue to listen to the rant.
And share knowledge and help us build. Who deserves to be bashed? No one deserves to be bashed. Did you guys even listen to him, or are you just on the bash train? Okay. Because I've never been so disappointed in a year. And I'm just completely honest with you guys here.
Oh, we're going to hit him with the sad face.
If you're so much against, you know, this guy, I can't wait to hear your genius idea how we're going to scale. While we bash competent builders in this space. It's so incredibly embarrassing. I really feel like that. Because right now I hear a lot of bashing against us, against each other, against people outside of the ecosystem. I don't hear a lot of creative ideas, okay? You cannot have a tech that is constantly expanding and a community that is stuck. The community needs to expand in the same pace or even faster. And maximalism has the reverse effect. Hospitality has the amplified effect. You can say, hey, Ben, we're happy you're here. Now, I have a question for you. It might be tough, but I want to hear it because I'm interested. Same effect, better effect, same result. If you're really concerned about...
Yo, Shizzy, that's hilarious. Dad is definitely cracking, us over the head right now. But we didn't even do anything. We was just chilling.
X1 with components, okay? VMPX is not a meme token anymore. It's a bridge liquidity token intended to unite the two biggest networks. It will be built and it will get traffic. You don't think the guy who invented Zen, that now has the most traffic on all major networks, who helped scale and build Google, who created Imagizer, which is one of the top 150 traffic sites in the world.
Now he name dropping.
No such thing.
Oh shit! Hold up. Now he name dropping.
Or two about getting traffic. It's gonna happen.
I mean, we all know this, but it's so funny when Zensu says it. Yeah, the guy who created Google. Like, oh shit! All right, cool. Zensu saying that shit too. Cool. I'm not crazy.
It's because it serves another purpose.
What's up, YTH? What's happening? All right, yeah. Let's give it a little platform here. So Zensu, for some reason, feels like the hostile army of Zen needs to be spoken about because everybody's so hostile right now. So for some reason, he's just raging. So we're listening in, and I'm giving some crypto bro commentary on top of the Zensu because this is a very rare moment. Actually, I'm even rare coming live this late. After we listen to maybe 2 more minutes of this, I'll talk about the Zenify thing that I'm looking at here. That looks pretty interesting, but let's see what he's got to say.
X1 is not getting anything in that deal.
This looks pretty cool.
The only way it will give XN to VNPX holders is if the VNPX holders give up their custody of their token to X1. Okay? X1 gets a yield-bearing token, an asset owned by the community, a token that earns fees for the chain. Protocol on liquidity with delayed gratification.
Well, this isn't about price being down. This is more about philosophy of how the crypto sphere always tends to back trend, or how do you say this? When you look at time and you put it into perspective, because something I've been talking about in the IRL, time and perspective is past, present, and future. So there's only 3 pillars of time: past, present, and future. Most humans never live in the present because they're constantly conflicted with either what is going on in their past, whether that be 5 minutes ago, or what's going to happen in their future, which could be 5 minutes ahead. So to really construct the thought that you're in the middle, right? You are the hourglass inside of this world. Price is going down, but people are going backwards. They're acting as if Zen isn't innovating and changing the way that crypto is moving. Like, look at this thing I'm looking at right now, right? This is because of Zen. It can even make sense. Like, I don't give a fuck about this, right? This is a normal chart, but look, like, it's like this, right? So Zenify, they have their own XEN token that's going to be distributed similar to DBZen, right? And the way that it's going to be dropped, though, is you're not going to have to buy it. You're going to have to stake these to get the rewards, to get the swapping fees. But the way that you get this thing, right, is going to be through participating with Zen, right? And this is why Zenify is going to be pretty big. If they can make everything come into the right world, this should be pretty dope, right? You should be able to burn your Zen and move it around all different aspects of things, right? So the Phoenix Ape NFT, this is the first time I've seen this, but I guess I did see something about they're gonna have NFTs too on top of it all. But yeah, it looks like a very complex system, but realistically, just think of it this way: you're gonna burn your Zen for VZen. VZen is then gonna be the traded Zen on their platform. That's what you're gonna want to provide LPs so you can get the reward cycle of the XNF tokens, and then you're going to stake the XNF tokens. So that's why this is healthy for Zen, because in order for people to get started, they're going to have to burn some Zen, right? They could burn USD. I don't even know what the hell this means, USDY. I don't know what any of that is, but I like the Zen side. That is bringing me in, and this is where we are today, everyone. Like, there's still a lot of people who are holding on to this old narrative that Zen is only existing because it's a gas token. But then when you think of it in reality, all of crypto is gas. And it's actually better to be more gas than it is to be structure or program, right? Like Zenify only makes sense because we can it only makes sense because we can understand how it benefits our ecosystem. But outside of that, it don't make no sense, right? And that's everything in crypto. Most Bitcoin maxis aren't going to move because there's no reason for them to turn their Bitcoin into a shitcoin. there's a lot of Ethereum people who are in the same boat. They won't provide liquidity because they don't want impermanent loss. They won't get into a shitcoin because they want to hold on to their ETH, right? That's the narrative when you're close to the rock. So same thing is happening in Zen, and it's already been formed. We don't even need to try. People get it. I don't want to burn my Zen, which then creates opportunity, creates ideas. Hey, I got this cool idea. You burn your Zen for it. Okay, maybe I'll do it, right? Bootstraps the user to the program, right? That's DB Zen. All it is. All they did was bootstrap people to it because of Zen, not because of anything else, right? That's why I'm talking about Zen all the time, because it's about being close to Zen, not anything else. And there's a lot of noise that would tell you, turn your Zen into this and turn your Zen into that, but you're always going to come home. Just remember that. You're always going to come back to the Zen. And yeah, when price goes down, you shouldn't even care emotionally, right? You should be like, where are the gains at? We're done with the emotional shit. I'm more emotional about Hex now than anything else, and pulsechain. That's why I'm going to try to remove the emotion, because I'm missing gains. I'm missing gains, and I need to go and get those. Fuck emotion. Let's listen to Zensu. What he's still saying over here. They throwing up hearts and hands and stuff. Let's see what's going on.
Chains with X1. We're working on Zen's adoption 7 days a week. We're on Twitter, we're on Telegram every day, interacting with the community, promoting it. We have projects we're actively working on right now. They will boost adoption, I tell you that, with Zen burns, potentially shitload of it.
I just want to keep it Zen though.
So can you show me a team in crypto that has built a bigger and more influential network in such a short amount of time? Tell me a project that is more active with their community than us. So here's what I don't understand. Why this comes up in some people's minds, that we abandoned Zen. Guys.
You got a bigger audience right now, though.
We're not focusing on Zen. Like, is this track record really that bad? Sure, we experiment with shit. We are builders. It's what builders do. All tools are at our disposal. Okay? Yeah. There's nowhere we feel we can't go. If there's
That's a good analogy. We are builders, we build shit. Because, like, imagine if they didn't think to build anything. Everything in this reality, even this, like, system and this everything. Oh, my God. All right, let me shut the fuck up. Let's listen to it. We're getting too deep.
If it can help Zen to adoption, I'm there every day of the week to explore it. We started playing with ordinals. Now we have the respect of many Bitcoiners, which is super hard to get. You can try it. Good luck. Every Bitcoiner I talk to, they respect them.
I like that approach there, YTH. The biggest miner did, well, the biggest mining day has occurred. I wouldn't say the biggest miner, because we still don't know if that was a consistent amount of wallets that are under one, or if it was just, it just happened to be that day, right? So looking at the Zen world in the last 30 days, we did have that giant intake of supply, but we're slowly coming back down already, right? Where people are still burning in DB Zen, so things are looking good. And then what's crazy though is this doesn't really matter because Zen is gas. So since Zen is gas, technically cost of production is what you really should be focused on, and where you can make the most Zen for your bang. Because on ETH, you should be trying to use your Zen to your advantage. Oh shit. And that's why I'm on my channel at least talking about the ways to use Zen to our advantage instead of just keeping it and hodling it and being a spot rider, I guess you can say. Anybody who's just riding Zen, just like holding on to it and just keeping it in their wallet, they don't know how to Zen it out, bro. Really Zenning it out means like use the Zen like to crypto. Go educate yourself about cryptocurrency. Go make a liquidity pool. Go stake that shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe go burn that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what Zen is designed to do. It's designed to get you moving in crypto because you've been standing still this whole time. Maybe you haven't noticed it. But if you start to look around and really put the emphasis of put something side by side with Zen and say, put your favorite shitcoin from 2021 side by side with Zen, and you will see exactly everything we're saying. I'm saying the same thing Zen's saying. I'm pretty sure you're saying it too to everyone else. Shout outs Dank with the 10. I keep Zen in her cage till I need a footstool. Yo, that's hilarious. I keep Zen in the cage until I need a footstool, man. Until I need an ottoman. Bro, I'm kicking back. I need an ottoman. Where does Zen at? What do you mean by Zen is gas? So Zen is gas because when you look at the blockchain, for instance, like this is Binance chain is up already. All coins are gas because when you break down the blockchain, you need the native coin to push the transaction to pay the miners, right? That's how this all started. That's how ledger technology started. You had computer 1 and computer 2 and or I should say computer 1 and computer 3, right? And the computer 2 is you wanting to do a P2P exchange, right? So to keep actually, I guess the 1 will be in the middle, and it's going to send out your concept to 2 different things, and then they're going to route it back to tell you that they've confirmed your transaction on however much routing it needs to go to get back to you to be like, your coins have been sent. So because of that, that means that everything in crypto is gas. Everything is gas. Bitcoin is gas. Ethereum is gas. There's nothing special about these coins. You use them to create more. Just like Zensu said, it's about building, right? And you need gas to build, right? You can't drive across America if you ain't got no gas money. Shit. You can't even really do anything if you ain't got no gas money. And to even say that, to break it down to a city factor, if you ain't got nice shoes, right? Shoes are gas. So then it starts to be like, well, what is really gas, right? Gas seems to be something that gets you through the day, maybe? Something that gets something through. Or I like to say Zen is combustible. It's combustible and it explodes to make more. And that's why it's really gas. Everything else isn't really like that. Like you can't have that kind of flexibility with BNB because CZ runs it. And there's a lot of VC funding behind it, right? So you can't really do that. Like they're top gas guzzler, they actually have a fake fishing up here. Like this always cracks me up. It's like, damn, man, they can't even get shit under control over here. It's just crazy crypto world. But it's all good, right? So that's what I mean by Zen is gas. Zen is created to be destroyed. It's not really created to be held. You mint over time to get more to hold. So minting is holding Zen. Buying it should be because you're doing something with it. But if you're really a Zenian and you're like, hey, I'm in Zen, you should be minting it, right? You should be minting one a day, one VMU a day, because then you'll be like setting up yourself to be like a Bitcoiner or even an Ethereum person, like who were there in the very beginning, and all they did was put time and effort into creation. Like a lot of those that are the mentors of today's or the miners of Bitcoin today were the miners of Bitcoin yesterday. So time. Again, we're going back to time, present, or past, present, future, right? Where are you within in that triangle of spectrum? Are you in the past? Are you in the future? Or are you really working on your present? And this is how I see Zen. Zen helps you work on your present because you're gonna do something that's gonna build your future, or you're gonna look back and be like, "Fuck, I should have did X, Y, Z." Me and not getting anything into pulsechain a long time ago, right? Or me and XEN, right? Not selling at $95. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe that would have been a good idea. But either way, it's all good. CTFO in this motherfucker. But yeah, you see DBSN is holding up well. This giant sell-off, people came in and bought it. I think I'm in the wrong zone. I'm gonna adjust my LP for this pool because this is not working out for me. Oh, I can't do it right now. I'm a slave to the gas. But we're in range. So I've almost got one DXN from $100. So this is like $100 of ETH, one side, and I've had it in for almost what do you call it? I've had it in here for just as long as the other side, so 7 days. So what's cool though is to know that there is going to be a world where you can get DXN from trading. You won't need to use the lobby. You won't need to use DB's NFTs. You could just put one side liquidity, and if you keep it consistent, it's going to be pretty well. So right now you see this current price is at 200 or 527 DXN equals 1 Ethereum. right? And that's what it's working off of on this LP. So when I did my minimum, what I probably should have done, this is something I was thinking about. I was like, man, I've been watching that price, and that price really has been around 400 and something, right? Because as DXN becomes more expensive, you don't need as many DXN tokens to equal one Ethereum token. So something I've been saying to myself is that my minimum price should probably be 400 per DXN, right? Because if I open up this flood a little bit and like my maximum price, maybe not here, right? Because we want to do one side LP. So if I hit max here, it's gonna say like, oh, you need 8 of these tokens to do that. So that's why you would slide this way, or is it open it up? Oh, okay. So I have to be on the other side of the LP. So it might not be possible actually. Because I just want to do one side. So, maybe I have to go lower here. Let's figure this out. Damn it, I hate when it does this. Reset, motherfucker, reset. Oh, okay, never mind. Wrong way. What the fuck? I can't figure out the range right now live. But yeah, there should be a better range here for one side that I got to figure out, because where I am right now, my minimum price is 502, and that ain't doing it. I need to get lower. I need to go to my minimum needs to be around 400, and I would stay in the range the whole time that it's been trading at 360, 350. I would just be getting chops the whole time right here. But it's been very steady. And that's why it's like, yo, I don't think it's a bad time to start thinking about DXN, especially if Zensu is trying to rally everyone back behind Zen as like it's its own thing. This might be healthy again for a lot of different things. Damn, Roz dropped out. Damn, Roz said, I can't take this shit no more. Got the fuck up out of there. Let's see what they said. Mint on Pulse to accumulate more Pulse and Hex, and mint more XeNFTs and VMUs. Yeah. Or maybe get more Zen at this level. Yeah, you could get more Zen. See, that's the conundrum that a minter walks into, though, because you could say that now is the time to get the most Zen, but actually no one's minting. So technically, this is a really good time to mint Zen if you have your mints already, right? No one's minting in the future. We're looking at October 17th, 2024, and there's barely anybody minting in this zone. So technically, you could be a minter and continue to mint and have all of the actual Zen printing, while others are looking to buy Zen in this area because there's none printing, right? Looks like we have a massive fall off in July of next year, right? Massive fall off. And this is because the price has people emotional and they forget to mint. And or this could be the sub chains taking over some of the steam, right? We're talking about pulsechain, we're talking about avalanche. So this could be stolen time on a different chain, and no one's really returned to ETH. So it's a two-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword, right? Like you don't want to risk too much and not get enough reward, and that's why buying Zen here might be great. But then again, if you already have your mints and you're comfortable, you don't think you need liquid Zen, minting Zen is still a great option. So an amazing option, because we see now most of the supply won't matter because people are burning it really, really like aggressively, right? 7.6 trillion Zen burn on Ethereum. Like it's only going to get more aggressive as we get into the X1 chain and the XN lobbies. Let's hear what my guy Zensu is talking about. Let's just chime in real quick.
And yes, we're not on Spaces as much often anymore. It's because there's a shit ton to do. And due diligence every day. Shit needs to get done. And we're doing it every day. Even if we don't communicate every day. Working faster, harder than ever. But you have to become leaders of your platform. You have to be force for good for Zen. And you can't fuck it up for everyone else who's trying to do something. It's disencouraging. People are seeing it. They're watching it. It's not a creative environment. Think about how many people you brought in to this ecosystem in the last week. Did you think about it?
Peace in.
If you're talking to the same 20 people every week, it's not the path of least resistance to adoption. Put some performance metrics for yourself. Put a number each week, a goal for yourself. 1, 10, 100, whatever. Put in some metrics.
Put in some metrics.
You get
bro.
minus
Hit
10
that like
likes for
button.
every
Put in
person
some
you
metrics.
repel from this community. I can tell you that.
Hit the like.
You know? There's nothing stopping you from being creative. Figure out solutions. You have 7 new projects in the ecosystem. Do DD on all of them. I've shown you how to do it. Go through the list, analyze, share information, help them out. You don't need me and Jack to do that all for you at all the time.
But we don't want to do it.
Some of you are doing an amazing job already at doing it. Fantastic. I'm so proud. It's such a relief. You have no idea, because it makes us being able to let some stuff go and focus full on other stuff. Because if things are dependent on a team, it's not going to scale. We don't want to, and we shouldn't be gatekeepers. You know, we want to invent stuff, release it, teach stuff how to do it so they can go. And for the last year, I've done my very best to teach you how it could be done. And people have amplified it and made it better. So leaders will emerge in this ecosystem, but they will earn it. And they will stand there and fight for Zen, even though fathers will test their temperatures every day. They will keep their cool and fight with kindness when they're attacked, which you will be every day. That's the most difficult part. You get attacked every day, but you respond with kindness back. That's the most difficult thing you can do. You know? We never took anything from Zen. We never took any fees, no allocation, no salaries, no sacrifices. You know, we never got anything from any other community or team. You know, there's no bribes under the table. There's zero. I've never abused my position for my own personal benefit. Never.
No, sir.
We're building with components. Whatever component we choose, we will be accused of front running. For fuck's sake. The XEN was negative price for 2 months. If we went along with it, people would accuse us for that too.
It's all your
like
fault.
what component can we build it without being accused of front running? Okay, it's and I know many people of you hate us for not including the XEN, but there's even more who were recommending against it. Raswan and his team, I have huge respect for them. They are working on solutions every day to give it utility. When we release this NFT allocation proposal for X1 and exact dates for the launches, people are going to accuse us of manipulation too. It's inevitable. Okay, we're working as hard as we can, as fast as we can to get these dates out. And you can twist the truth for whatever you want to do, but for what it's worth, I can sleep so good at night. Okay, I can look myself in the mirror with respect, knowing.
What you know, bro? He rugged himself.
I never took myself before the community for my personal gain. Never. And that goes for me, and that goes for the whole team, especially Jack Levin. Okay. We only spent our time and money ourselves to make this work. And it's completely fine because we really need to work, really want this to work. We never asked you for anything, apart from when we asked for Pulse.
Can VMPX on Bitcoin go lower, please? Damn. Shit's still over $100 bulk. Like under $100 bulks, 9 cents. Y'all tripping.
Start treating each other and everyone new in our ecosystem with respect. That's all we ask. If you think you can do that, I love you. If it's too hard for you, get some help. You're just a road bump in the highway. Okay? Stop talking so much bullshit. Stop trash talking fellow community members when they do their best to do stuff. Start building solution. If you think something suck, keep it to yourself if you can't give constructive criticism. Okay? Build something better yourself. If it's good, people will follow you. We're giving you the whole playbook. There's no need for any emotional turnoff. Okay? It's a huge turnoff. If you want to change the system, don't try to modify the existing system. Okay? Build a new system that makes the old one obsolete. Buckminster Fuller. That's what we do. We're builders, we're not talkers, and we're certainly not disrespectful shit talkers. Okay? We're not bashing squad with some purple spandex here. Okay?
Not the
If
purple
you think something
spandex.
sucks, if you think something sucks that hold their Twitter space, just open up your own, make it better. People will follow. If you succeed, there's no purpose coming in bashing someone else.
Hey, y'all know how we had Toucan Air and we had Hex Max? I'm wondering why does nobody care about this no more? Hex is under a penny. Well, I mean, it's a little bit over now, but yeah, this is when we're like right back when this started. So there's a little free alpha out there. Maybe some people would bring it back. I'm still getting some Hex over here daily drip from the Toucan Air 2019 DAP.
Years or 100 years. So shape the fuck up, Senians. Okay? Some of you who think bashing is justified, stop it right now. Show some respect. Okay? Always. Stay cool.
I like this side of Zensu busy.
Okay? I'm being tough on you guys now, but you need to hear it. There's too much BS going on.
I don't want to be the person that's not Zen. So I'm going to let Zensu be not Zen. Helps me out not to have to be what he's being. Shout outs to the day, Adam.
Amazing people all the time. I'm amazed. You're beautiful. You show up every day. Positive attitude. Good energy. You teach. You learn. You help.
Yo, Aaron, I don't think that's a thing anymore. Because like gas is pretty low, right? There was 100 Gwei. And gas is still low, but you'll see that no one's minting. Gas is very low right now. No one is minting, even when gas is low, when you look into the future. So I don't really think that that's a metric anymore, in my opinion, to think that the relationship of a high gas day represents Zen. Because the yin and yang is also showing us that, truthfully, mining is information. And if people lack the information, they're not going to mine. Or if people lack the emotion to mine, they're not going to mine. People will get emotionally motivated to mine Zen when Zen is expensive, which is bass backwards. But that's just the way that this is working, because it's reverse psychology, in my opinion, to get more eyes on the project. But if you already are in and you mint every single day, you're the person that gets rewarded for having faith, or, you know, being a crypto noob. You're a noob until you make the gains. But yeah, I'm pretty sure gas isn't relevant anymore to the mining. And when gas is high, people will still mine if Zen is profitable, and it'll look similar to these. But this also is future concepts. In the future, you won't really see 100 trillion plus Zen hitting the market, because after 2025, the S curve comes into effect and less Zen is created every day anyways. So by 2025, this thing that we're seeing won't even be a narrative. So if you're really looking into the future Zen, you know that none of this stuff matters. What does matter, though, is when price goes up and we see these 1 to 30 day addresses jump up heavy. If this gets back to, like, let's say like how right now in the 90 day we have 59,000 wallets. Let's say in one day we have 20,000 wallets. There could be an arbitrage opportunity for daily mentors selling the price down because the price gets too high. So I'm waiting to see that moment come back, but I do see we have good future proofing happening where a lot of people believe in the future is in and not so much in the present. So that's pretty good. I'm all for tough love, but he endorsed Bitcoin and took the energy to Bitcoin. And he's trying to focus on Zen again. That Bitcoin stuff is cool, but nobody needed to talk about it as long and as hard. I think they had to though, because they're not like my thing about the Bitcoin thing is no Zenian has weight in that community. Nobody in Zen, not even crypto, bruh, because not even Travon has weight in the Bitcoin community. Nobody in our community has weight over there, or we would be on stages, or we would know someone. Nobody in the Zen world has that besides Jack Levin and Zensu. So they had to take the leap of faith. I feel him though, because to that comment, Busy, it's like, why are we putting so much fate into them, right? Oh yay, and now it's like everyone's like, yeah, fuck yeah, they're coming back. Like, what kind of energy is that? Fuck yeah, they're coming back. Like, they don't need to be here. I was one of the first people saying that if they fuck up, we fork them out, and that's why Zen is cool, because we can fork out the people who created it. You can't fork out Satoshi. You can't fork out Richard Hart. You can't fork out in any other community. You cannot fork out someone. Like, it's crazy. If you can really create a following, like, you got a badass idea and you're not just working in the reality, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, I'm going to change the world. You can do that in Zen. You can't do that anywhere else. And that's kind of why I feel like they had to go out away for a little bit to kind of also remind us that there's still too many people that are emotional behind others and letting others direct them. Like, even right now, to say, like, you know, like, oh, they're focused on Zen, you know? It's like, why are we focused on them focusing on Zen? Just focus on Zen and the burning. You see, like, imagine if you change your direction of delivery and you take away that emotion of they should just focus on Zen. You would actually be able to, you would see why they don't need to focus on Zen, because Zen is failing underneath them anyways, if we really wanted to think of it. Like, Zen is still down 99% underneath their wave. So why do they need to focus on Zen if it's just going to keep dumping? And their, how do you say this? Their present just brings more dumps. When they show up, more dumps happen. It's almost like people bet it on the FUD of the community. And that's why we saw a pump. Because that was, you know, community FUD. We FUDded ourselves out. And the community FUDded themselves out of VMPX, which is so fucking funny to me. Like, there's so much emotion being driven. The community, we FUDded ourselves out of DXN to be like, this is the best shit on planet Earth, right? And then Rosvin's team, they didn't focus on the lobby, so they FUDded themselves out of their own utility. And then here comes VMPX, literally connected to Bitcoin. You can become a Bitcoin star, is what this shit is literally saying. Like, if you've ever wanted to work with Bitcoin, that's what this is for. And that's what happened. I got starting to get really deep into Bitcoin. I actually went and looked at a bunch of my older videos and stuff. And I was like, man, I've always been close to Bitcoin. I've always talked about Bitcoin. Who am I to say I haven't? You know? And that's kind of why, again, I'm like, Bitcoin needs to be talked about in the Zen ecosystem, because if not, we're going to die with Ethereum. The Ethereum life raft is done. That shit is, it's been BB gun popped. Somebody shot it with a BB gun. It is done. Everyone is marketing the same things. We didn't go through this. Beacons, it's marketing. Everyone is marketing the same things. We don't go through this. I mean, who's everyone though? There's only like one person. I'm the only person that I watch. What the fuck am I saying? I watch other people, but everyone has their own delivery of Zen content. Mine's is more emotional and like connected to it, I guess. I don't like come at it like we're going to go this way, we're going to go that way. Mine's is more about supply and demand and being connected to the product and making sure that you're as close to the wholesale price as possible so that you have the best position going into the future. That's kind of like my channel, wholesale position. Costco, bitch. Yeah, this is the Costco channel. Welcome to Costco, where you can get it all as much as you want. You know what I'm saying? If you play the game correctly. But again, you could, that's what it's like in the wholesale world. You don't need, what's this dude's name that runs Nike? You actually want all CEOs to shut up so they don't fuck your shit up. Actually, that's probably this new future. When you really put it in retrospect, you don't really want your CEO to be the only face of the company, because if they get Me Too'd or something fucking happens to them, like, everybody's fucked. So again, that's like to say why I'm pretty sure they need to talk about this shit. No one else is talking about it. I talk about Bitcoin and nobody cares. I'm making gains with the Bitcoins. Like, we already saw it here. I made a little bit of gain. I bought this, and that's why it's like I wanted to go lower. Let's get back to 6 cents. But again, their floor is being held. But yeah, I sold most of my stuff 17 cents, you know. And yeah, I got the bits in my wallet. And then same with the bitmaps. Like, because I was interested in Bitcoin and I just started talking about it, bitmaps came out of nowhere, and then I sold a couple for like $10. I sold 3, so I made $30 off of the bitmaps, and I made them for $6 because they cost me $2 each. So I think that's pretty cool. But again, if Jack and Zensu didn't talk about it, I wouldn't care about it because I'm not in this world, and that's why they have to talk about it. But I don't understand why, like, they're not allowed to talk about it. Like, don't talk about it, you know? Like, why? Like, you know? Dancing in all the videos. Listening to people crying to Zensu is painful. Dancing all around Diddy. I mean, all the chatter and marketing should be Zen and Zen burners. If not about that, it's not Zen and it's not fair crypto. That's like telling a basketball coach they should only talk about basketball. Or yeah, it goes back to that debate where when the reporter told LeBron to just bounce the basketball. That's what you're literally saying. You're telling the athlete that has all of the skill sets to be anything more than an athlete, and you're still gonna just tell them to bounce the ball. You see what I mean? Like, that's a perception in which is attached to emotion. You could try to detach it and say, no, it's about fairness, but truthfully, you're just being there's some sort of emotion. I'm even having to go through this with Hexcoin because I was invested in Hexcoin for so long that I have so much fucking baggage. I'm Erykah Badu on this fucking coin. Bag lady. Right? All that baggage made me miss this fucking bottom. That's how I'm thinking of it now. Like, damn. All that baggage. If I just would have just been like, yep, up Hex is going lower, I'm going to use it for the trade. I could have definitely gotten the trade in and got out up here. Right? And it's still, Hex is getting ready to do something else. That's why I'm still looking at Hex. I'm getting ready to probably put a little positioning in on this thing, because the thing about Hex is that that's where the narrative comes from. That's where all of this belief system shit comes from in the beginning of emotion and attaching emotion to crypto. Like, Richard Hart is so fucking emotional. Like, the way that he delivered his hatred for Bitcoin towards Bitcoiners is why we liked him. It wasn't because he changed anyone's life. If he really changed your life, I mean, I guess so. But for me, I got my own shit going on. Richard Hart is a fucking actor, and he's funny. And watching him go through that, like, you know, spontaneous, outrageous marketing thing, right? I actually got into Hex when he was wearing the ugly looking pants, you know, with the hole on the side because he rubbed his hand on his pants so much. He had a hole on the side, right? Like, the very early Richard Hart and Eric Walsh shit when they were just trying to challenge Bitcoin. Okay, so that's why, you know, everything is based off of emotion. If Richard Hart didn't put so much emotion into Hex, no one would give a fuck. And even the same with the highest of stakes thing. Like, people putting energy and emotion into that is what drives that shit. That's it. You don't even have to see the movie. Like me right now, I'm like, man, I'm gonna go see the movie. But then I'm like, do I really want to put the energy towards that shit? And then a part of me gets a little emotional where I'm like, hey, I might want to meet Marco for the first time. It might be kind of cool to go and hang out with the Hexicans. That's emotion. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to do that shit. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. I'm like, everything is emotional. Everybody's so emotional. But you can't attach emotion to it. Man, Zen engagement is low. There's many L's. Okay, I'm going to stop you right there again, Busy. Because I'm still making revenue off of the liquidity pool. It does not matter about engagement. It matters about the dollar. They don't have to engage. You can swoop some Zen and go and get some fees. Like, it's still working. So that's the part where I'm saying, what do you call it? That you don't have to. They don't need to be attached to the rock. You feel me? No stream with kindness today. What's up, doucheland? Not today. He had some stuff going on these past 2 days, so we're going to probably run it back next week. But I'm just chilling. Man, you got into Hex because people was making money. Actually, not. I could show the video. I made a video about Hex way back where I talked about Hex was gonna pop off because it made Bitcoin. It was emotional, and it designed way for Bitcoiners to put Richard Hart on a pedestal on accident. When Richard Hart started to go against Bitcoiners and he said, "Bring your heroes here to die," that is part of the act. And people then were like, you know what? I'm gonna go bash Richard Hart, but his following kept getting bigger every live stream. Every live stream, it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the only reason we were in Hex was because of the AA lobby and the arbitrage on the decks. That was it. No emotion. It was get into get into the lobby, sell the coins on the decks, or buy the coins before the lobby ends. Same crypto stuff. So when you remove all the emotion and you remove the Richard Hart, it's all the same stuff. You feel me? It wasn't about the money. Money came afterwards. That's why I was like, damn, I should have staked. Actually, what happened was I should have, my best play on Hex would have been doing Hex stakes for 2 years and not 5 years. Because now I'm like, I miss a whole pump and my shit comes out next year, like that, like next year and beyond. So I kind of like messed up my timing there. But it was driven off of emotion. If I would have known that it was just an act, I would have played it better. To all those people who did play it pretty smart and did the 2-year stakes from 2019, they did that shit correct. Profit drives emotions. Also, as do losses drive emotions. Yeah, everything drives emotions. That's why it's like, in my opinion, again, like you got to hold your emotions out of it. And saying that Zinsu and Jack shouldn't talk about Bitcoin, that's like emotion. Shout out to Doucheland. He's over here gifting away memberships. He's trying to tell people, join the bruh club. And I respect it. So click on that banner. You can find yourself getting some hourglass and a green name. Bruh, what's one thing we should be what's one thing should be every watchers is already a member. If not, I don't get it. Hey, that's how low we are right now, Doucheland, in this bear market. People don't even, they just watch. But yeah, you're giving it away. You're literally showing. You're giving it away. But let's listen to what's going on over here.
So you feel like it takes focus away.
1000%. I felt like it took a lot of focus away. I feel like now instead of building stuff for Zen, we're building stuff. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to say will, but you're focused more on ordinals. I mean, in that same time period, you could just launch Next, and Next we would have been where would we be now? Where would Zen be now if y'all would just launch Next instead of
So there's a lot of stuff there. Let me start responding to it. I'm gonna try to remember it one by one. First, it's regarding Ben. Like that you guys feel it's something fishy, feels like we knew him or anything like that. I was there. We met in Bitcoin Miami. They had a booth. They had a big screen. They promoted VMPX, and we were like, what's going on here? And that's how we met these guys, and that's how we started talking. And this was
CTFO, restart your browser.
And we started talking right away, setting up brainstorming meetings, seeing what they had. We showed them Zen. They really loved it. I don't know where this is coming from that he doesn't know, but he studied a lot of Zen and how it works.
Well, from going back to this, like if you go back and listen to the space when he said it a couple of times, yeah, man, I gotta look in. There's still some things I need to learn about Zen. Like right. He hasn't even learned anything about it. Like at least Zenify, they've done the research already. Now we can give them a platform because they say they're gonna do something for Zen. Giving them somebody a platform before they're even saying they're gonna help out is like, we don't even know. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know this guy. Y'all might
right,
know.
But we are working with them on multiple different stuff, on important stuff as well. They know what we are about and what we're doing. They know our principles and they know how it works. And we are very interested in their tech. So the whole thing with Bitcoin, why we have put so much focus on it, is because, in our opinion, it's so huge. it's an innovation that opens up stuff that wasn't there before. We're very confident on the EVM side. Everything runs smoothly. Everything could run faster, but everything works in the exact same. There's not so many fundamental shifts we need to do there. It's just more of the same. It's just more interesting DeFi protocols that needs to be built. We need 50 different interesting protocols, and we're gonna get there. But what we feel with Bitcoin is that through the Taproot upgrade and with the ordinal theory that has been released, it's a change. It's a total shift in the builders and creativity. It's been this stalemate between EVM and Bitcoin forever, and that's changing. And we're seeing it in traffic, and we're seeing it with builders getting excited, and we're seeing traffic moving from both sides to the other side. That's what we're feeling, and we are not getting anything. Like we don't have any partners, like any contracts with Libre or anything. We're not getting anything from them. They're not getting anything from us, but we share the same passion for open source. They have
in our community
many things that we are really impressed with them, because we are all about adoption, and we haven't gone there yet with Zen, but we focused first primarily with the basics, with the cash and Zenify. But DeFi is not going to change the world. That's just one part, okay? We need wallets. We need solutions. We need to get to the normies. They have a wallet that's insane. That's so good. They have a DEX that's about to be launched. That's insanely good, They building stuff on top of Bitcoin. We need to learn that shit, because we need to be at the forefront. This is why we're focusing so much on Bitcoin right now, because we need to own that shit. We need to have the indexers. We need to have the exchanges. We need to be there. We need to have the bridges.
I have never seen people be
that's
so,
that's
I
the
don't want to do
focus
this.
now. We focused all our efforts then all our efforts on Zenify. Now we're focusing a lot of focus on Bitcoin. Then we're going to put a lot of focus on X1. So I think for us, it goes in like waves, but we're not like, there's zero incentive for us to leave the EVM side. And it's also a little bit, I'm not saying this is voluntary, but in order for us to scale, we need community members to step up, We need to see what doesn't work, because
Doucheland trying to make a statement right now. He said sub away. I think there's like 4 left. If you want to get the sub, click the banner.
With him in LA, I've been with his family,
Pepe Lifesavers, let's get it.
And doing creative stuff. Right now, he's like deep in the matrix. He's working on an AI thing for Zen, which is pretty cool. So like there's a lot of stuff that we see that are synergies, and for us to make X1, we are going to be completely dependent on working with other teams, So if you come into a space where he is and says EOS is shit, like EOS is not shit. The tech with EOS, it's fucking cool, man. Builders are awesome there. They did the biggest ICO in the history of ICOs, and we're modeling that for the X1 burn auctions. Okay, we're learning a lot from Ben as well, how they did it. Yes, EOS fucked up with their management, and that's ultimately why they failed.
Damn it, EOS.
To say to a guy who was there and knows all about it, like EOS is shit. It's like, what's your point?
I was big in the EOS. I've been in crypto since 2015, bro. I mean, I don't know if you might not know that, but I've been around a long time, man. And I use EOS, and it was just really hard to use. You had to have RAM, CPU. So from my experience, that shit sucked. So it put a bad taste in my mouth.
But
Trey got to keep it real.
Like, there's components.
Trey got emotion in that, though, because if you've been following Travon for a long time, you know that when EOS happened, he didn't do the lobby right, and he hated that it went up. And actually, this is a good reflection moment, because that was a moment that installed emotion I guess you can say, into his viewers to be like, yeah, EOS is stupid. And I actually got into EOS after all of the FUD, and I missed the lobby. But EOS has a bad taste in people's mouth because they missed out on the lobby, and that's why they got into Hex so heavy.
We forked it. We call it Fastnet. It's insane. It's so fast. The DAG technology.
There's a lot of history people ain't gonna talk about.
There's things we need to adjust with it too. Like we're thinking about different stuff when it comes to the economic. We think it's, for instance, we don't think it's gonna be good to have to be a cheap chain. You know, if it costs $500 to mint a Centurion on Ethereum and it costs $2 or whatever on Phantom, maybe we need to.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just a bunch of people probably watching and listening. They're not like trying to be interactive. They're like, I don't know if I can interact, man. I'm kind of emotional right now.
But like a Phantom instead, burning 70.
That's gonna be the August T for the members. It's just gonna say emotional.
You know, like, so there's what I don't understand is if some guy like that brings up so much, that has a chain that they are 100% aligned with first principles, and they're being invited to come.
Oh my God, this is hilarious.
I was there at this space. I was feeling, why are you talking 4 people at a time to this guy? It's disrespectful as fuck. And why are you?
Well, to me, it's just another guy.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Shit. It doesn't help anything.
It's just another guy to me, so I didn't really care that much because I didn't have any respect to begin with.
Don't worry, Deutschland, we're gonna be on top.
A dead coin. You know,
we still got the homie Trevon, the big homie, still going against Bitcoin. We're in an emotional state right now.
Building anything.
But we're building with him. They're helping us build the bridge. We're absolutely dependent.
This is actually a really good conversation to study human behavior, because if you want to listen to the differences between a defensive person and someone that's trying to deliver facts, listen to the way that Zensu is always answering with a rebuttal, and then Trevon is rewinding and using the past instead of the present to allude to his points. So this is a crazy little talk here. Let's keep going in.
A lot of other people in other communities that are building cool stuff. We are completely dependent on them. You know, we need them. We need to talk to them. And the only thing that
you see, he's like directing to him, hey, we need to do this. And Tron's like, nah, man, I'm trying to do this. That's how you know it's emotional.
It's, you know.
I wasn't asking the question. I was saying in my comments and why I just don't want to hear about Bitcoin. That's all I wanted to say, man. I just want to clear the air for everyone else listening, because it seems like not everybody, but there are a few people who didn't like, where I was coming from. I just wanted to say that I was doing it for y'all. I was defending y'all, because
I want to hear
come in and just people are going to come in and just try and drain the community. Like Zenify, they're not draining, they're doing something, but they're doing it because we have a community. So my voice, what I'm saying is, you have more information on it, but from my point of view, before we start gawking these developers who come to have something cool, let's just make sure they're doing something
gawking
first. That's all I gotta say. Peace.
Right, Trevon, I want to hear what you think about, because I hear, guys. Like when it comes to what they are doing, I don't know if I can communicate it better or something. I just feel like they're doing so much for us for free. Like they're helping us.
I don't see it.
Right.
I don't see what they're doing. I mean, I just hear. I don't see anything. I saw the wallet. I saw it swaps, but I don't see how that does anything for Zen. Maybe VNPX is cool. Maybe way down the road, X1 is something for X1. I'm talking about like what I don't see anything now, and that's fine.
So the better
you guys
we
have
build
the
the bridge,
information,
the better it is for X1. The better it is for Zen. Do you see
you guys
that
have
connection?
The inside information?
Yeah, but I mean X1, man. Like, come on, you're talking like you. I'm the wrong guy to get excited about a blockchain, man.
Right, because I know you don't like your chains.
You can either sub manually. It's $1.99 to support the channel. I do have a tier, which is a $10 tier, where in August I'll be delivering videos based on my approach to Zen. So kind of like how this is all happening right now. This is pretty cool because personally, I have my own vision of how Zen works. We are all developers. We are all Satoshi. So I'm going to be delivering my vision to members that care for the vision. And you'll be able to get those videos by subscribing to my channel for $10. But when we get there, we get there. So y'all get there. But for now, my guy Doucheland, so I'm trying to say it better. He gifted 10. So if you scroll up a little bit, there still might be some gifts up there that you can grab for free. So you can get a month worth for free from the homie, because he wants to see everybody green in the chat, which is the way it should be. Get your hourglass, man. You are the sand in the hourglass. So go ahead and get one.
Excited about stuff, and then it just doesn't ever come. Like, it's frustrated. Like I said in my Telegram, I want to be excited, man. Like, that's what crypto is about. It's about speculating, being excited, what's next. And then when you kind of get into this loop of, okay, we're going to do this, and then it doesn't come out. Okay, we're going to do this, and then it doesn't happen. It kind of is like, it's draining.
Right. So let's talk about something.
I don't want to be on here doing this right now. I said what I had to say. I love you guys. Pause. I hope you guys keep doing what you're doing.
I want to ask you with next.
Think with the 10.
Because
with the subchain alpha.
Curious what you're thinking about it, because we presented next as an idea.
This is funny. Zensu's not letting Trevon leave. Trevon is trying to get up out of here. He's like, hey, I said my shit, bro. Let me dip.
As the XEN. It doesn't have the protocol fee, but it had reflective yield, and it had a component with Apex utility, right? So when I get this like a lot, like people would want. So the reason why we didn't do it, we would have done it, is because the XEN launched, and we thought that it's too similar. So do you feel like we should do next, or we should have done it? Because I can tell you one thing, like apart from the Apex, the Apex thing, I just want to say that, and I want to hear what you both think of Apex and X, because the way I see Apex,
both,
it's a brilliant thing. You have a perpetual marketing engine for the Apex that gets a lot of attention and exposure. We haven't given them utility yet. That's true. Okay. I don't see any reason why we need to rush it when there's other stuff that needs to be done. We had other priorities. We wanted to go on more chains first. We wanted to do everything we've done first. But we have two other ecosystem projects that are going to give them utility. We're going to give them utility with X1 as well. So that's three things. So Apex, I'm not worried about. I think it's like, I'm keeping mine personally.
Hell yeah, doucheland. I stream and we get the fees.
With the next, like, are you...
We in the LPs, we getting the fees. You on it, bro. VMPX sucks.
No, it's like I figured that's why y'all didn't do next, because it was so similar to DB's NFT, which was a good idea. It was nice. That was nice, a nice gesture. I would say Raz is in here. Maybe ask him how he feels about it. If he thinks it will step on his toes, I'm not sure, because they got DB's NFTs coming up. That might be enough to keep them. But at the same, here's the thing. Like, this is what I think. I'm not sure. You know, I'm not an economics major, but I feel like if we're not growing, there isn't but so much fuel to go around. So if you do launch it, it might split people up and might hurt DBZen. But I think maybe DBZen is far enough along to where the inflation's, it's just crossed the million, so the inflation isn't as steep, even though it still is going to get to like 2 million in the next couple of months. It might not hurt it as much because, it's only putting out like 7,000 coins, 7,800 coins now a day.
Oh, man.
So by the time next came out, it probably
reverse.
Down like, 5,000
reverse.
So I don't know. I think the community is strong now. But I do think
strong
next
support right here
bring
on this line I have here at 1051.
I have to go back and watch your video on it because I don't really remember too much about the
1051, man.
But I thought about it too. I thought about that. I'm like, man, maybe it is better if they don't launch it. I would say ask Raz. He's on here. Maybe he can speak to it. I don't know.
Yeah, Raz, you're welcome. But
it's funny when people talk about this topic about Next. It always makes me feel as if maybe people really don't understand Zen, because there's not enough Zen and everyone is pretty stretched thin, and all that would do is pump the price. So it's almost like it's bad for accumulation if we were to have all this stuff going on, because then people would really be buying Zen. And I mean, that's good for Zen, but I think the organic growth is better. Like I like what's happening right now. This is super organic. No extra shit. No Jack Levin tweets, no nothing, just speculation. And I rather see speculation than hopium, because at least if we're speculating, we have some action going on, some people watching both sides of the table. But when we have hopium, shit's running down, man. Right? I'm King Hopium. I made a hopium hoodie and wore that shit in streams all the time when I first started streaming. All again. So I'm all for hopium. But speculation drives price. Speculation drives fees, right? Gives us fees in the Uniswap. So I like speculation. Just stupid explanation. X1 credits Zen. I love when people get distracted by new projects. Yeah, man. New projects is distractions, but I feel it though. I guess.
Right.
It's my therapy, you know.
Yeah. All right. Okay, man.
All right. I'm gonna let somebody else speak.
All right.
Peace.
Thanks, bro. Thanks for coming up.
Trevon Zen
Maxim,
again.
I want to hear what you say.
Zensu made Trevon Zen again. He got it all out.
Hey, Maxim. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I've appreciated
Shout out Savon.
hearing your thoughts. I like it. I like hearing authenticity, and it's a little bit of a bummer just to hear that the negativity is a focus. But I don't disagree with what you're saying, and at the same time, I feel like you're building something, and people are passionate about it, and no one is perfect, so people are going to respond as people do, and sometimes that's going to be really helpful, and sometimes it's not going to be helpful. I feel like I hear what you're saying in different words from a lot of builders right now, and some of them are saying that they're not going to talk about anything until the projects are done because they don't want to deal with the negativity. But I think what you're doing, what you and Jack are doing, involving the community even before the things are completely nailed down, is actually potential for a better, it enables a better potential, because you guys are open to hearing what feedback there is, and that gives the potential for some good feedback. Not all the feedback's going to be good, ad hominem and whatever negativity comes with it that isn't productive will be a part of it. But I think that it's a process involving the option to listen to the community, and the community is the people that are going to buy it. Like that's the people that this is really for. It's the community, and the fact that you guys are involving them, I think, should only give you guys credit. I think the community needs to understand that in that process.
Nah, Dank, you're on to something. That's something I'm taking out of this week in Zen. This week in Zen is about emotion, right? That might be another T-shirt. So yeah, we're cooking up the merch store for your boy, your crypto bro. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I keep alluding to, I'm kind of like a Zensu. I'm building with my words, and product hasn't hit yet. So yeah, we're gonna have the Hopium hoodies, the Hopium T-shirts. But this theory that I've been thinking about is really honing in on words around our ecosystem that really express where we are today. So yeah, don't be surprised to see the emotional T, because that's the word of the week, emotional. It's coming from all angles. I can't even listen to Maximum as much right now, but we'll go back in. But he's kind of doing that. He's just agreeing with Zensu. So what I like about Trevon right now is he's playing his role. His role is to challenge the status quo and continue to drive Zen performance. Because if Zen is performing well, he's got a lot of Zen. It's going to do good for him. You know, like he's building a business on top of Zen too. So his issues are actually valid when you think of it, because it's like, why aren't we pumping Zen now? And we're using outside forces to pump Zen. But yeah, that's kind of why, for me at least, No more emotion, bro. Just fucking. My emotion is minting. I'm a mint out, and then there's the mint then. But in the present, we're probably just gonna be in DCAing into this whole ecosystem because of how emotional everybody is. They actually care, but they don't care enough to buy right now, and that's a good time to get in before them.
And I think that can create fear. But at the same time, originality is wherever something's original, it's also.
I don't think so, Aaron. I don't think you need other dApps anymore. After being in the Zen ecosystem for almost a year, Zen is fine by itself. Honestly, dApps aren't the thing that's going to make Zen get mass adopted. I want to see Zen at Chipotle. I want to be at Whole Foods, and I want there to have some sort of carousel of other payments, and I want to see Zen there. I know Bitcoin's going to be there. I know Ethereum might be there, but I want to see Zen there. I know XRP might be fucking there too, man. Shit. They sneaking their way up to the top right now in America, right? But I want to see Zen there because it's true decentralization. It's that truth. But that's kind of how I see it. I don't think dApps are going to blow us up because crypto's too emotional, so we got to get up out of this. We got to move on.
I like your detailed sharing.
No dApps means no emotion.
I really appreciate it. Here's the thing. Like, there's two paths how we can build stuff. We can have an idea, and then we can build it, and then we can tell the community, hey, we built it, here it is, it's being released, go play with it.
Okay.
And that's usually how
I'm about to sign up off this bitch because I've been talking for a while. I've been listening in. I like this Trevon conversation. I fucks with you, Maximum. Thanks for tuning into my show too as well. But yeah, this is the rewind. Something too that's kind of crazy that I've been realizing more and more is how everything kind of goes in circles, and a lot of Twitter spaces are circles, just people starting from the beginning again at the end, over and over and over again. It's just spiraling circles. So when shit starts to get circly, I'm like, I can't do it no more. I gotta get out of here. You already buy your Phoenix shirt, bruh? Not yet. I need to talk to Zen merchandise store. I saw Joe Blau in his hoodie, and I was like, that hoodie fit kind of funny, bro. No lie. I need to figure out what. Hold up. What type of cotton are y'all motherfuckers using? Have y'all seen this photo of Joe Blau stunting? Hey, I mean, I gave him a compliment because, you know, man, my man's works with computers and the internet. I mean, I would want to see some Mason Margellas or at least some fly knits, bro. All right, let's not hate on Joe Blau. We ain't hating on Joe Blau. Joe Blau's a good guy. What did I wear today, though? If this was the forum where you go and you post a photo of your fit for the day. I don't know if any of y'all did that, but I used to be on like Soul Collector and like Hypebeast forum way back in the 2010s. And that's what you would do. You would go and post your fit, you know, and be like, look how fucking stunny I am in the real world. So like seeing this Joe Blau fit made me LOL a little bit. Maybe look at this hoodie though. And I was like, you know what? This hoodie is cool and all, but oh shit. I was like, but I needed to fit a little bit different on my arms and on my torso here. Like this part of the fit here, that don't vibe with me as much as I fucks with it. It's a circle jerk. Yeah, I had to get up out of there before I got into a circle jerk. I love you, Zensu. I love what you've been doing, bro. I love. Now I should go up on stage right now and be like, nah, man, fuck the FUD. Zen is the truth. Zensu working hard. Jack working hard. Crypto bro working hard. All right? Stop FUDing the bags. FUD away, though. But damn, change it. You could put your energy towards anything. You got the will, crypto. What is internet? This is the internet. Joe Blau in this photo. Anything and everything all on one. I think he got some really cool shades, though. Yeah, he should put on the Phoenix shirt, though. I can't wait for Phoenix to go up and we start deving a little bit more on the Phoenix. But, yeah, go and get the hoodie soon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Doucheland, that's a real one right there. Gifting away everyone so they can get themselves a banner. That's pretty sick, bro. Nick said, I think a lot of FUD comes from when Zen had a big uptake 5 4 to 5 months ago, and a lot of people invested in the early pump. It bottomed out since, and those people are openly frustrated. Yeah, there's that too. We were saying don't buy this shit though. Back in the day, I was saying don't buy Zen, and I was also saying when you get into DXN, you could go look at the old videos. I was saying when you get into DXN, don't buy Zen. Make sure you have mints coming, and that's the people who make the most profit. And that's why I didn't end up selling here, because then I started investing back into it and got caught into the goddamn circle jerk. But we're running it a little bit differently now. And this is why I'm signing off now, because again, go and learn about the liquidity pools. This is where the bread is being made. It's not being made anywhere else. Zen is still alive. You can get yourself a range right now and get it going, and don't have to wait on nobody. Just do it yourself. Yeah. Cheers. Cheers, Mike. Or Mick. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I still want to burn the supply. Hey, burn away, man. Deutschland. Deutsch. I saying Deutsch. All right. Deutschland. Deutschland. Using this into buying things is going to be adapt. Hopefully people do that. I know Clover, I know Square, or is it Shopify, has a way for you to take crypto in your Shopify store. So maybe they will take it. But yeah, guys, we're going to sign out. We've been streaming now for, oh my God, an hour and 41 minutes. It's been a mad long time. I'm going to go eat some food, shave my face, and wake up because I'm still drained from DJing. But yo, have a good one. Peace. Well, I got a Deutschland. You will personally get a t-shirt from me just because you're cool as fuck. Away from the keyboard. I'll make sure for a fact you get some Crypto Bruh originals. Let's get it. Y'all have a good one. Peace.